Hey everyone, let's take a look at a class leader in terms of value at the $500 price segment. Now this officially retails at $650, so you might be going, Bruce, there's no way you can recommend this for $500, but I do have a discount code with an authorized dealer that takes this very close to $500, brand new, full factory warranty, and if you buy this on the secondary market pre-owned, you're going to be spending in the 400s, the mid 400s. So I'm going to call this a $500 watch, and we will examine what you get for that respectable sum of money. How much watch do you get for $500? So let's start with what I really like about this. I love the fit. I love the stance on wrist. This has a thin wear on wrist. My wrists are 7.25 inches in circumference. And we have absolutely amazing presence just due to the light play of the tapering bracelet and that restrained use of polish in specific areas in the bracelet and in the tonneau-shaped case. We have a very dynamic dial with good detail work, applied markers, dimensional, long, bi-finished hands, and all of this under a sapphire crystal with anti-reflective treatment. On the underside of the crystal, we have a tapering bracelet with a quick release end link that has a dramatic taper. We go from about 27 millimeters at this angular case down to 18 millimeters at the signed butterfly deployant buckle. And notice we have half links, so you can get a decent fit. It's not going to be as good as if you have a quick adjust system and multiple micro adjustment positions, but I have no problem getting a good fit on my wrists. And again, I love that light play. I love this stance on wrist. I love how thin this is. This is a very satisfying watch to wear. But it's not just about looks. The movement is important when you're spending money on a watch. We have the ETA 80.1111 caliber, which is based off of a 2824. It's modified to have fewer jewels, a lower beat frequency, a far greater power reserve, and will be specifically anti-magnetic due to a titanium-based alloy called a Nivacron hairspring. Now, the finish is nothing to write home about. In fact, you can see some imperfections. It does look very basic, but for $500, this is what you should be expecting, and it's nice that you can see it through an exhibition crystal, and I like seeing the oscillating balance. I like seeing the heartbeat of the movement, and I really like having that 80-hour power reserve and the anti-magnetic properties. Now let's talk about the dimensions and the specifications. This measures in at 40 millimeters in diameter with a 51.4 effective lug-to-lug dimension. That's due to the kind of protruding center link. You really can't angle this down any further, so that nominal dimension to the extremity of the end link is 51.4. Now this will measure in at 11.4 in overall height, so it is just a little bit thicker than the thinner quartz variation. I like that this isn't massively thick or anything. This feels appropriate. This is nice and trim on wrist, so no complaints there. And then this will weigh in at about 140 grams on the bracelet with 100 meters of water resistance, a signed push-pull crown, not a screw-down crown. And overall, there are very few negative elements here that are forgivable, but not forgettable. So I don't like the fact that we have split pins in the bracelet. I would prefer a pin and tube system. It's a little bit more secure over time, but if I could get it, I'd love a screw pin system for this lovely, beautiful tapering bracelet. I think the lume is forgettable, but again, it's forgivable. There isn't a lot of surface area on these applied markers, and we have to remember that this is not a dive watch. This is not a specific sports piece. This is a daily driver that will get the job done. You don't have to worry about getting caught in the rain with this. You could fall in the pool on accident and you would be completely fine. But just don't take this in any type of water sport activity for a prolonged amount of time. That's not the purpose of this watch. Although it is rather retro inspired, I think it's versatile. It looks good with jeans and a t-shirt. It also looks sharp under a cuffed shirt. So I'm going to grade this in A. Again, I think there is a lot to love for $500. There are very few nitpicky things that I think can be forgivable, although they are not forgettable. And I like the fact that Dassault is playing with color options. They're playing with size options. They're playing with movement options, different complications. And specifically, the version that carries the Powermatic 80 movement there is an 18 karat red gold fluted bezel option that I think looks really cool from renders, but I've yet to see it in person. I just like the fact that Tissot is playing a lot with this very popular platform. It is their best selling model. And again, I look forward to seeing what Tissot does next with this. So guys, let me know if you have any specific questions. And if you're shopping for a Tissot, take advantage of my discount code through the authorized dealer that lent this watch in for presentation. Saltzman's watch is in Rhode Island. All of that stuff will be in the description of the video. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you in the next video.